Hey, good morning. Melissa here from GirlGoneFishing. It is 3:45 and I am ready to head up to Cowan Lake for the Cincinnati Kayak Fishing Tournament. Normally I would have been camping up there last night on Friday night, but we had some really bad storms come through yesterday and most of us who live pretty close just decided to stay home. But we're going to have the tournament today and camp tonight with the whole group, and looking forward to a great day. So let's get going. I'll see you up at the lake. It is 5:35 and I am pedaling out to my starting spot here at Cowan Lake for the Cincinnati Kayak Fishing Tournament. I have got to say, I'm so impressed with how far I've come on this whole like fishing and kayaking thing. It is really dark out right now and I'm just trucking out to my spot. I mean, it does help that I've been on Cowan Lake more than any other lake, like anywhere. So, you know, I know where I'm going, I know what it looks like, all that stuff, and that really does help. But just to be able to be out on the water in the dark alone and not be totally panicking, oh, it's such a relief. I mean, I'm so thrilled that I'm making progress on all this, like getting over things that make me nervous and just really starting to dig in and love this angling stuff. Like, I just really like it. So my plan for the day, I'm gonna start back here in what I call Campground Cove here at Cowan Lake. It's a big cove with a nice inlet creek, a lot of lily pads, and right here by the campground ramp. So I'm gonna try this to start. There's a big flat with grass and lily pads, and I'm gonna try that, and I'm gonna try the creek channel. I'm gonna try top water and some soft plastics and chatterbait. And if that doesn't work, when the wind picks up, I'm gonna head out to the main lake and maybe try some crankbaits and maybe drag some jigs around the rocky stuff. So that's the plan, and hopefully I get some fish. It's almost time. It's about 4 minutes till line's in. This was kind of weird because I never get to my starting spot this early. Maybe I'm getting a little more organized with this whole fishing thing, or maybe I just got lucky this time, or maybe I forgot to do something. That's probably the most likely. But I'm out here now and just waiting for lines in, so wouldn't mind if the rain let up a little bit, but maybe it'll help my topwater bite. All right, it's almost time. Woo! All that time sitting there waiting, and I forgot to write my identifier on my board until after line's in, so that was not good, but at least I remembered before I caught a fish. Well, I'm about an hour and a half into the tournament and I haven't got a bite yet, haven't even like triggered a blow up or anything yet. And that's crucial because I truly feel that maybe especially on this lake, the morning bite, whatever, until like around 9 a.m. is really important if you want to get some fish on the board. Because after about 9, it seems like the bite kind of dies off until later in the afternoon, and our tournament ends at 3, so you don't get much of that afternoon bite. So I feel a lot of pressure to have fish before 9 o'clock, and so now it's 7:30 and I've got nothing yet. I think I need to just totally change directions and head out towards the main lake and maybe try some deeper cranking or dragging a jig around or something. But I can't waste this whole morning bite window on floating around here on the lily pads trying to get a frog bite. So I'm gonna have to say right now there is no morning frog bite back here, no lily pad bite, no creek bite, and head out, try something else, and I can always come back here. So I'm gonna switch my topwater over to this little live target popper frog. I used this a ton when I learned to fish in California and had like a ton of success on it. But I just realized I've never thrown it on a bait caster. So I just learned to throw a bait caster a couple years ago, and I really haven't used these much since I came back from California. But I've got the live target popper frog. and I've got it on my St. Croix Avidex rod. This is a medium heavy, 7-foot, medium heavy fast action, and my favorite reels ever, the Shimano Chronarch. Well, I found the bait. That is just hundreds of little teeny tiny fish. I mean, they're just all over right here. But I don't see any bass or sawguy or crappie. Well, this is starting to get really bad because it is 10:30 and I still don't have any fish. Tournament ends at 3. I have covered a lot of water and tried a lot of different lures. Nothing has worked so far. So I'm going to switch over to Z-Man Jackhammer Evergreen Chatterbait with a Kitech Easy Shiner trailer. This one has a little bit of chartreuse in it, shad color with chartreuse. And I got that with another Shimano Chronarch reel, my favorite reels. And this is a Proteus rod from Little Miami Outfitters, and it's a 7-foot medium heavy fast action. So this is a little outfit near me. Really nice rod though. So gonna try that, and then I'm gonna go for a wacky rig, and I haven't thrown one of these since California. And it used to be, I have all these hooks and all these worms left over from when I used to fish out there, and this was my #1 go-to out there, and for some reason I just don't use it here. So I'm going to put that on my St. Croix Avidex spinning rod and my Shimano Stratic CI 4+ reels. These things are the best. So hopefully one of these two setups gets me some bass. It's 12 o'clock, I have 0 fish. Things are really starting to get desperate, so I just tied on a drop shot, and luckily I had a package of the Berkeley flatworms, so I'm going to stick this on here, nose hook it, and go down maybe by the dam, see if I can get some deeper drop shot fish. Wow, my first bite of the day on a Strike King 5XC. All right, fish number 1, 14.5. Oh, I'm so happy I got a fish. All right, that was my fish number 2 for the day. So I've got a 14.5 and a 14. Not very good, but I'm plugging away at it, and hopefully I can get some more. And they both come on the Strike King KVD 5XD in brim. So since this 5XD is the only thing I've gotten any fish interest in the entire day, I think the thing to do in the last hour and 15 minutes of this tournament is keep this crankbait rod in my hand and just cover as much ground as I can throwing this around. So that's my plan. I'm just going to try to move and throw this at as much as I can, and hopefully I'll find another fish that wants it. Well, it's 3 o'clock, line's out, tournament's over, and I didn't do nearly as well as I had hoped, you know, pretty much as usual. I did get 2 fish though. I got a 14.5 and a 14, so thank goodness I didn't skunk, but I really wish I'd gotten more. I tried really hard. I thought I had a good plan. I stuck to my plan. I made adjustments when necessary, so I guess I just didn't have good timing. Heard a rumor that my buddy Sean won and he caught his fish early in the lily pads. That's the word going around the lake. But I fished the lily pads for 3 hours this morning and I didn't even get a blow up, not on a soft plastic or a frog or a topwater or a chatterbait. So I don't know. I don't know if I picked the wrong lily pads or... yeah, I mean, that's the only other thing, like, unless he was throwing something magic that I don't know about, but pretty sure not. You know, what can you do? I mean, what can you do? I tried, I didn't get them. I had a great time. I'm looking forward to getting back to camp and hanging out with my friends, and yeah, I'll see you guys back at camp. Good morning from Cowan Lake Campground. I know this just spent the night in a tent rolling around in the dirt. I got dirt in my hair. I'm sweaty from the tournament, but it was another great night of hanging out with friends. I didn't get to do much of a video last night, so I wanted to show you guys the campground. We got sites number 46, 47, 48, and 49 right here, which are really nice with the trees, but they're a little small and slopey. So, but gorgeous campground. Thanks always to Strictly Sail Kayak for being such a good supporter of the kayaking, angling, and sailing communities, and me personally with my Lynx. And thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the water on the next one. Now time to pack up camp and get back home.